Welcome to the pew.
Welcome to the pew. Yay!
At Lovegun. We thought it wouldn't happen. They thought it wouldn't happen.
And maybe it shouldn't have.
And then, right. Maybe it shouldn't be.
And maybe it won't ever again.
That's right. So we better make it
but
good.
But we're here now. My psychiatrist says live in the moment. And that's what we're doing.
You heard it? Psychiatrist? Yeah. Oh. That means there's prescriptions that go with that, right?
There sure are. And I'm living in the moment.
So there are actually club legends. There's club legends in the house. So I think I saw Astro Erle here.
I think Astro Erle somewhere in the house.
Where is he?
Oh, at the bar. What? What a surprise!
Come walking.
You're at the bar.
Astro Erle, everybody! Look at the fabulous. The legendary Astro Erle. Now, when he gets drunk, he might beat you up.
Yeah, that's not.
Or get kicked out.
I'll probably get kicked.
Are you allowed in here even, Astro?
I don't know.
I
was here before. Wasn't this art bar or something?
Pray that he'll be kicked out before he beats you up.
Yes.
I can't.
But I don't know. Will he get kicked out in a Brooklyn bar? The Brooklyn bars are different than the Manhattan.
They are
bars.
different, but
that's
as long as I can tell, it'll definitely be with having taken away a board.
We were just talking about the difference between Manhattan bars and Brooklyn bars and gay bars especially, and we made a list of differences. I think the main difference is that in the Brooklyn bars are where the prostitutes are, and the Manhattan bars are where the Johns and Tricks are.
Well, you get away with a lot more in Brooklyn now. You can't really do so much in Manhattan because it's all political, as we all know.
Oh, okay.
You can't get away with anything in Manhattan anymore.
Can't get away with anything in Manhattan.
Can't get away with murder.
Well, I feel that one of the. I feel like one of the big differences between the Brooklyn.
There's a lot more leeway. I'm sorry, Ernie.
I feel like one of the big differences with the Manhattan bars and the Brooklyn bars is that in the Manhattan bars, people there look like they're money, but like they have money, but they're broke. And the people in the Brooklyn bars look like they're broke, but they actually have money.
That's actually a very valid point.
Oh, is that a valid point?
That's actually really true.
That was my point, actually. I came up with that point.
Okay. As a Brooklyn resident, do you still live in Brooklyn?
I'm still in Brooklyn.
Are you still squatting in Brooklyn?
I'm still squatting.
So that means you have all this extra money to spend,
on drinks.
Drinks on the house.
Yeah. Well, it is okay, so should we?
Thank you, Astro.
Astro
Erle, everybody.
And we will be right back after a word from our sponsor.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor. Welcome back to the pew.
Welcome back to the pew.
Yay! Woo!
We're here with Dan Faye
From Standard ToyKraft, an art collective in the neighborhood.
Just like a few blocks away from here, right?
Yeah, about 3, I think.
We were talking earlier, Dan and I were talking earlier about the significance of art collectives and how important they are in New York now, and because there really aren't anymore. Yeah, so we were talking about the significance of art collectives and why they're important in New York City right now, because there really aren't. I mean, the artists are kind of being driven out of the city.
Yeah. I mean that's my thing, and I never intended to start an art collective, but it just kind of seemed like we're an endangered species. I feel like the city that I moved into, in the '90s, is not the city that I see around me now, and it feels really foreign and weird and like super square, and all these great art spaces that I used to really like closed down, and now they're cold, glassy, Starbucksy housing projects. And well, that's why we're here. We're here to counteract all that and make sure that the robots don't take over. So you're gonna do a little show for us. I'm gonna show you guys some puppets because I'm also a puppeteer. And
yes, he's a puppeteer from Standard ToyKraft. That's what you do.
I'm me, Daniel Faye, and then I'm me, Standard ToyKraft, and this is the part where we talk about me, Daniel Faye, the puppeteer. So, you guys want to see some puppets? Okay, so this is a really cool guy called he's based on a real microphone. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, this is Buckminster Fuller, and Buckminster Fuller, and he was a really cool guy that invented the geodesic dome, and was kind of a proponent of resource-based architecture and stuff like that. So he's real anti New York, and he was a really cool guy, and people were excited about him, and he's scientist. He invented Epcot Center.
Why did you do the science?
So he got commissioned for a play called Noodles Astray, and he's in a scene where he is really depressed, and he's gonna kill himself, and he kind of done that, kind of looks over the and he's like, yeah, maybe I want to jump. And then he says kind of goodbye to the world. And then just before he jumps, he hears a voice. You've done so much for the world. Don't do it, Bucky, don't jump. No. Think about all the good you can do. All the people you can teach with your ways. Yes, Bucky, you must live! Yep, and then he... And then he kind of dances, right? Did you do that bit?
His story is basically that he's this guy who fell deeply in unrequited love with a girl in Latvia. And he ran away, and he built her this beautiful and mysterious castle out of coral in the wilds of the Florida woods. And all the time hoping that she would come, and writing her these letters like, come join me, our home is almost ready. Finally, he receives the crushing blow that she doesn't love him, and she never did. And it's his story, and it's about his creation, and it's a true story. So that's a real guy.
Thank you, Dan Faye. Yeah, sure. So we wrap it up here?
Yeah, whatever you like.
Thank you very much. Thanks for watching The View. We'll be right back. And for you viewers, we'll be back tomorrow.